Hi, I'm Michael Josh with Rappler.com, and this is our hands-on review of the Samsung Galaxy NX. It's the newest and the upcoming flagship camera in the NX series. As you notice, it has Galaxy on the label. We'll talk about that in a bit. It's the first camera of its kind in the world with an interchangeable lens to run off the Android OS. That's the reason why it has that Galaxy branding. A lot of people will probably ask, because it runs Android, does it mean I can make phone calls? Does it mean that I can send SMSs? Those two things you cannot do with this device, although all the other Android apps are there. So you can upload your photos to Instagram, to Facebook, to Twitter, straight from the camera. It does come with 3G and 4G LTE capabilities, so if you pop in one of those SIMs, then you'll automatically have a data connection on top of the Wi-Fi option. Let's take a look first at its specs as an Android device. It comes with a 1.6 gigahertz quad-core processor, 2 gigabytes of RAM, 16 gigabytes of internal storage. It comes with a couple of ports. Let me show you some of the ports over here. It comes with, over here, I'm sorry, an HDMI port and a USB port. So you have these ports over here. This port here is probably for earphones, although we're still clarifying with Samsung if that could also possibly be a microphone jack. So we're still finding that out at the moment. As you can see, it does run Android, so that's Samsung's TouchWiz interface, if you're familiar with that. Now let's take a look at its specs as a camera. It comes with, it can shoot 20.3 megapixel images. It comes with a 24 millimeter sensor and Samsung's very own Dream 4 image processor, which can take photos better than your regular smartphone can. It also comes with expandable memory. Let me show you the bottom of this device. Okay, great. Now let's pop that or pop that open. Doesn't really come off all the way. This is a battery. It's a 4,360 milliampere battery. Samsung is at the moment unable to tell us how long that will last in real world use. And then you have two slots. I don't know if you can see them from here, but one is the micro SD card slot. It can take cards up to 64 gigabytes of space. And then you have over here the micro SIM card slot. Again, while it will have micro SIM for data, you will not be able to send text messages or make phone calls using this device. That may be a little too much to ask from a device such as this. One of the great features on this device is that it has a digital viewfinder or an electronic viewfinder over here. One of our biggest complaints about the other NX camera that we reviewed recently, the NX300 camera, is that while it had a great touchscreen that you could pop off, it still, for more regular photographers, takes a little bit getting used to compose images from the touchscreen or the LCD panel alone. That problem is solved with the Galaxy NX. You have here a 4.8-inch touchscreen. Let me show you that again. A 4.8-inch touchscreen. Let me turn the camera on. For the first time, we did pop off the battery. So while that loads, it does come with a digital or an electronic, viewfinder. This knob over here is used to just adjust the focus, and that's a welcome addition for photographers because it is easier to compose shots using the electronic viewfinder. Perhaps the next generation, though, might not need it as much as this generation does. And as you can see, that's how it looks like. This 4.8-inch touchscreen is built in, so you can't really pop it off like the NX300, but you can still compose photos that way also. There you go. On top of the device, they've tried to keep things very simple. As you can see, there's only one rotating knob over here. They have the shutter button over here, and they have the record button here for videos. And of course, you have the button for the flash over here, which you can pop off depending on the settings that you choose. Now let me just show you some of the modes. It comes with 30 smart modes. That's a lot of modes. So it does come with an expert. You can, if you're an expert, you won't need it. But for those who want to be able to use it to try the other modes, you can do so using some of the 30 different modes. Let's take a look at some of them. You have smart mode, beauty face. These are some of the modes that we've seen on some of the previous NX cameras and some of the other Galaxy cameras also that we've seen. Some of them also appeared in the recently released, the Samsung Galaxy S4 smartphone, which was released earlier this year. So there's 30 different modes. So, for example, light trace. If you see those pictures in magazines and want to be able to recreate it, but don't really know what settings to choose, then you can just automatically click that setting. There's other settings too, like animated photos. There's also the sound and shot, which we saw in the S4 as well. So that's a pretty cool addition. So it is a great camera for expert users, but if you're a beginner and you want to dive into photography with a camera, a more serious camera like this one, you can also do so with those modes. Let me show you this lens. Like I said, it's an interchangeable lens, and you can use any of the existing 13 lenses that are in Samsung's lineup of lenses for NX cameras. There you go. You press the button and take off the lens like so. The lens options include that 45mm 3D lens that we've been talking about a lot on Tech Wrap, and also a new fisheye lens. Now, there's no word on pricing at the moment, but we expect the Samsung Galaxy NX camera to be available in the third quarter of 2013.